Like I just said in the part two, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got to do their part to win this ring. You know what I'm saying? But see, in Bleach's case, this is why Bleach is different from all the other shows. Okay, in One Piece, Luffy knows who he has to fight, and at the end of the day, he takes care of him. Or Naruto, if they do go out on a group and they triple team, quadruple team, double team, if they fight a dude, I mean Naruto by himself is a fucking 500 on one fight, with all them clones. But excuse me, but at least when they make up their mind to go after somebody, they do it in a tactical way. Like you said with the whole smarts thing. Like I said in the last video, Naruto, they will go in a group because each person has their own individual strength that is needed for the success of the mission. Bleach, Ichigo, he'll go into a fight looking to fight a guy like Aizen, who's the strongest nigga in Hueco Mundo. But he'll get into a fight with someone like who was the dude that was number 5? He'll get into a fight with him and can't beat him at all. And then all of a sudden help will just come out of nowhere. And then that guy will get taken care of. See, that's the difference to me. How is your goal to fight a dude that is stronger than the guy you can't even beat? But the only reason why that dude was taken care of was because they just threw in a character to help you out. That's all. It's a big difference to me. Maybe it's just semantics, but it's a big difference to me. Bottom line, the way I look at it is, if your goal is to, if you already have put it in your head that these four have to take down this one guy, that's better off than you getting your ass kicked. Someone just say, I got your back, and then they kick his ass for you. It's kind of like how in Kingdom Hearts 2, I don't know if you remember this, but when Sora would die, Mickey Mouse would just come out of nowhere and just start kicking everyone's ass. Then after Mickey Mouse died, Sora would just be revived. Like, what the fuck? Like, that was one of the reasons why Kingdom Hearts 2 didn't get the type of reviews Kingdom Hearts 1 got. Because Kingdom Hearts 1, number one, the difficulty was harder. But I'm moving off, point here. But that was just one example.
But to watch all this series, to watch like 200 some episodes plus read a manga, I mean, I think you like it a little more than you saying, dude.
Wait. See, the thing is, bro, the only reason why I know about half of this stuff was because I'm a Ukiura fan. I only watched up until the Ukiura fight when he perished away because of Ukiura. Like, you remember they had like some episodes in between the Ukiura fight, because like he would, okay, he fought Ichigo, he killed him, they brung him back to life. Alright, there was like a little time gap when people was fighting each other and stuff. Then he came back to fight Ukiura. Ukiura kicks it, and then Ukiura kicks his ass again. Well, in between that gap of Ichigo coming back to fight Ukiura and whatnot, and then they fought again, I had to keep up to the show because I wanted to know when Ukiura's fight came back on. I didn't stay with the show by choice. I stayed with it because I wanted to see how my nigga Ukiura would turn out. He the only reason why I watched the show. And now that he's gone, that's why I really have the freedom to just heat on the show, because without him, the show is nothing to me. It's like it's kind of like it's kind of like the show The OC. I don't know if you ever watched that show, but I used to watch it. Well, it was like your everyday soap opera, but it was with teenagers living in Los Angeles, well, California. Well, anyway, one of the main characters, they just decided to kill her off, and when they did, the show went down the drain because the show wasn't never the same. Ukiura, now that he's gone, first off, my opinion, I think Ukiura, I don't even think he was the fourth strongest in Spada. I think he was the number one. That's my opinion. I think he was number one, but since he didn't like to fight, like, remember when Grimjo wanted to fight him? He just like, nah. Like, he wasn't interested in that. I just don't think he doesn't fight without a purpose. So I think if he wanted to, I think he could whoop every Espada's ass. But why? I think he happy with his four. Just go about his biz. I mean, we all saw his release. I think his was the most badass. But yeah, though, man, I understand why you would say you think I like the show more than I say I do. I understand why you would say that, but to be completely honest with you, I can't stand this show no more.
Fight the next guy. So you already know he's gonna lose again. So what will we expect? Him to get hurt real bad, and just fall and then recover, or get brought back to life again by his fucking girlfriend? Yeah, to some degree, yeah.
It's the
If you
same
like the
thing.
series like me, see, this goes to show how one person can watch a series and think totally different than the next person.
Right.
You think different than me on it. So when I watch the series, I'm like, it's good to me. I'm watching it and I'm like, yeah, it's, some things is fucked up though. But for the most part, I'm satisfied with the series. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the next episode. I want more. But you seem to not want to watch the series, but you watch the series. Now, I'm not going to say, well, if you don't like it, then just don't watch. Now, some people just want to watch a series just to talk shit on the series, which...
Well, see, I only continue to keep up with the series, and I don't really keep up with it. Like, I've read, like, the last chapter. I don't even know how Tozen lost. Like, I saw a chapter with him about to fight Hisagi, and then next thing I know, he laid on the floor, and then Aizen stabs him. Like, I really don't know how he lost, and I'm not going to go back in time to see how he lost, because then that means I'm trying to watch the show. But, I'll jump in once in a while, maybe once every 2 months or something, to see if Ukiura sticks his head back in the show. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it looked like he ain't gonna come back for a while. The way they made it seem, though, I think he is gonna come back though. A lot of people think he gone, but yeah, though, I don't really keep up with the show like that. But I will say though that the show has major flaws. Every single manga chapter I do go back to, like if I like come in every 2 months, and then 2 months later I'll come to a manga chapter. That manga chapter is horrible, and I'll be like, how does people sticking with this 8 more chapters? Like I just don't see. Bleach is nowhere close to a great manga. I mean, maybe the anime is better to people because the action, but I think the manga itself, because the manga is what starts it. I think the manga's horrible because you cannot show that type of fighting off in a manga, so it looks completely dumb. All it looks like is swords clashing, swords clashing, swords clashing, like on every panel. That's all it really looks like. It looks stupid. But once again, it's just my opinion. I'm gonna keep
I
going.
kind of think you are. Is either you're that person or you kind of like it, but there's a lot of things that you don't like about the series, which is in most cases most people. Like Phone, he likes it, but he don't like a lot of things about it. But you saying that outright don't like it at all, but you watched all the episodes and all the mangas. So
I don't watch all the mangas. Whoa. Or the episodes, to be honest, like I said before. But I see why you would think that because of the amount of knowledge I know about who lost to who, who fights who. So I'm going to let that one
man,
go.
that dude. It's Dragon Ball Z with swords. That's what they wanted to be. But yeah, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because time is about to be up. It's some bullshit that was whipped out of Ichigo's ass.
That was whipped out of his ass.
I'm about to make a part 2, so stay tuned, everybody. Just because Phone was more basically asking the question of Ichigo, whereas ArchRivalKid is basically kind of combating me on the whole series itself, on every character, every story, on storylines, characters, powers. He's basically coming at me, telling me why he don't like the whole gamut of things on Bleach. So the video response is going to be a little bit more. So probably 2 video responses for the first vid, and I would say probably a minimum of 2 for the second. His last vid isn't that long, isn't as long as the others, so maybe 1 for that. So maybe 5, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, since he's covering more information, I'm going to have to cover more information to counter. So,
Sir. That's how
stay
we gotta
tuned. Part 3, part 4, part 5,
Right,
whatever.
yeah. Same here.
All right.
Same here.